You ever been arrested?
Twice.
So you've seen jail?
No, I got recogs both times. But I still gotta go to juvenile court, though. But it's not like that's all I'm about, though, neither. I'm just trying to get some money right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back to school this semester, get put back on the road.
Deandre, Dinky, everybody. Everybody settle down. Tay, Boo, RC. Hey, everybody. Deandre, Dinky, settle down. Hey. I want you to meet House. This is gonna be your coach.
Oh, we got us a coach?
Yeah. This is the basketball team.
How you brothers doing?
Hey, check me out, coach. Check me out. I got skills. You got skills? You got play.
What?
Who? Ain't that him, Tay?
Think.
Who that?
Dude who robbed me last week over by Lexington Terrace. Yeah, that is him.
Yeah, well, you know in the wrong place now.
Get him, RC. Come on, hit his ass. Take him off, please. Get him, man. Oh, shit. Damn, RC. Yo, you see that nigga with them boots, son? I ain't never seen a nigga.
Yo. What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another banger with y'all, man. If you're new to the channel, go that like button, subscribe, and go comment. We're going to talk about episode 2 of the Corner Recap. And this is Deandre'S Blues. Now, this one really hit hard the most because, throughout this episode, Deandre was trying to find his way, being a 16-year-old, unfortunately, he was in the midst of dropping out, but it's really, this really hits me the most because as a Baltimore City youth, growing up in the city and everything, it was pretty, I ain't gonna say it was tough for me, but I felt like I was faced with a lot of decision making, as far as like wanting to be out in the streets and, one point in time, you play sports and all these different things, but it felt like the streets always be the victim when it comes to the youth, and especially throughout the whole United States, the country, everywhere you go, it's something. But my city in particular, when it comes to the youth, if you got no hope, you got no support system, right? I'm telling you, you're gonna fall to the waist. So you might, like I done seen people in my, in my city that I grew around, some became dope addicts, some became drug dealers, killers, all types of things in the book you think of. But this episode right here really hits where it hurts the most, and that's Baltimore City, my home. So let's go with this episode 2. The episode 2 starts out with Deandre getting a one-on-one interview with Mr. Charles Dutton. And shout out to Mr. Charles Dutton for making the way and making the corner happen and really telling people stories. But it gives a different perspective from Deandre's point of view, and where he sees himself as a youth coming in to see the Baltimore. Mind you, he was only 16 in 9th grade. And the question that Charles Darwin was asking him, that's the question that Deandre need to ask himself. That's another thing I realized what Charles Darwin was doing. He did a great job of like interviewing the actors and kind of putting their reality in that different perspective. He did a great job with that. But back to what I was saying, he just, it's feel like he was going through a tough time, with his mother, his parents getting high off of dope. Like I said, I personally knew people that was going through those things. And I'm telling you, it's not an easy path. And in this episode I'm watching, he's going to jail, he's getting locked up. He's just making too many decisions that's not bringing him to the right, situation as possible. So I kind of felt that because I grew up in that city and I grew up with these different, circumstances, and it was pretty tough, And it was pretty tough really seeing, how things unfold, where things went at in life. So it's really, like, watching this was really tough. But this is the real life Deandre McCullough right here. So y'all see where he get the dreads from. I didn't know he had dreads until I really saw it. But episode 2, man, was really tough. I just think they was trying to find a way with himself, coming on to his own man. He's about to be a father. All responsibilities fall on his shoulders for a 16-year-old kid or about to turn 16. And not only that, he has a disdain relationship with his parents, especially with his dad. So I just felt like he was just trying to piece everything together. But the thing he was just trying to piece together wasn't there yet. And it's really sad and unfortunate. Like, just watching the episode alone, like, just really, like, just really, I can feel this. Like, this is the average Baltimore City youth going through so much, least opportunities and things of that nature. So I know I'm connecting my personal with this recap, but this the one this is my favorite episode right here. They really did a great job of telling the perspective of any inner city neighborhood youth that's in this, this country. It's really important to really show that perspective. We don't get that support how other, places would get. And this is why I think DeAndre McCullough, he had all the help in the world that he had in the world, but it was just something that just wasn't there yet. Like, what was it for him to be like, I don't have enough of these things, but it was just him, everything he went through. And this episode is really great. If you haven't checked it out, go hit that, go look up the corner, search bar, look up episode 2, man. I ain't mean to spoil y'all if you ain't seen the episode yet. I'm telling y'all, this is the real deal. But yeah, this is my corner episode 2 recap. If I missed anything from this video, hit that comment section, feel free to do so. But like I say, he's went through so many obstacles, so many hurdles. They got the CMB crew. He just had so many things going on. And one thing that led me the most, it really hurt my heart when he started getting high. I was like, man, not my man Andre. Very ambitious young brother, man. He wanted it all for us. He had to go out there and sell drugs to support his family because his mother was strung out on drugs. So I feel like the world was already at his shoulders when he was a young man. And that's how it is growing up in the city of Baltimore. You feel like you're a man before you even a man. So that's all I got to say, man. I felt this one with a great episode, and I'll see y'all for episode 3 next week.